After sending inquiries, you would receive some replies and start communicating with the suppliers back and forth. But you can't put the same efforts to all of them as there are 15 to 20 suppliers. You have to choose some of the suppliers to negotiate. I know that we can't find the perfect one all at once, but filtering is necessary before we negotiate a perfect deal. In this video, I will show you how to use the favorite page on Alibaba.com and group the suppliers for a better management. Let's jump into the Alibaba favorite page. There are many 4 functions can benefit your sourcing work. First, in the favorite page, it enables you to multiple select the suppliers and contact all of them in bulk. Simple as that, you can multiple select suppliers and compare them. In the compare results, it will list all the supplier details, including the contact, main products, main markets, business type, and so on. You could find the difference much easier. And second, you can group all the suppliers for the product and name the project. For example, use the main product that you're sourcing to name the product. And you can add remarks to all the suppliers based on their replies. For example, you can add the following information: the main contact person from the supplier, how is the price in general, the response time, communication and attitude, and so on. And after you add remarks to all the suppliers, you may have an idea that which suppliers are worthy of a further discussion and negotiation. Then you could create a new group for such suppliers. For example, after a couple of emails back and forth with the suppliers, we wish to create a group for those who we can move into negotiation. So here comes the question: what do you need to consider to move the suppliers to the negotiation list? Number 1, price. We're not chasing for the lowest price, but the price matters. If the price is too far away from our target price and the supplier is not willing to talk, you may not want to start the negotiation with them. It will only waste you a lot of time. However, if the price is close and the supplier is easy to work with, you can have a try. And number 2, willingness to cooperate. Like every business person, the Chinese suppliers are chasing profit. Some of them are not willing to work with a small order. They don't reply your message, or their attitude is not appreciated. And you cannot trust them on what they are promising you. They will put your business aside. Those suppliers are supposed to be avoided. And number 3, communication problem. You're trying so hard to put everything plain and clear, but the supplier cannot understand your requirements very well. They will only make the things complicated, and they just cannot be on your same page and catch your pace. You have to give up those suppliers earlier. It's not worthwhile to waste so much time if the supplier has communication issues. Number 4, response. How is the response from the supplier? They don't reply you at all, or it takes a lot of time for them to reply. If the response is a problem in the very beginning, you cannot expect it to be better after you give them an official order. You may have checked the response time on the platform initially, but you have to make decisions on your actual experience. And number 5, trade assurance. If you don't feel safe and comfortable to do any transfer to the supplier in your first order with them, you can rely on trade assurance on Alibaba.com. Alibaba trade assurance is similar to a letter of credit, that the money is only released when the supplier fulfills the complete order on time, and the products match the approved specifications and quality requirements. You can check the suppliers if they support trade assurance with a simple click. Those are the 5 points that can help you classify the suppliers and group the suppliers. I know that there are many more points, like the delivery time, payment term, and so on, to find the final ideal suppliers. But if you group suppliers with those mentioned points, you can tell yourself that they're at least good to build guanxi and negotiate with them. And ideally, after this step, you could shortlist 5 to 8 suppliers. And filtering the suppliers is actually an ongoing process. You can move the suppliers to a new group as well for a backup plan. That's all in this video. Then the next step, we're ready to start the negotiation.